Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to hop right into today's video because as you can tell, it's a long one. We are doing a massive clean with me. If you're new here, I'm Becca. I'm a mom to 3 and I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join the family. I do two cleaning videos every week. I keep them pretty long too as well, and I put out one short every week just to give you a little boost of, motivation midweek. Today we are starting off my bedroom because I wanted to get the sheets in the wash and I wanted to get the room all cleaned up. So we're gonna go ahead and get this room dusted, cleaned, fresh start, however you want to say it. We're gonna get it all clean though. Before we get too far into today's video, I wanted to give a massive thank you to all of you who have left a comment on my last video. I can't even express into words how much your support, your love, your comments about your experiences, like how much it means to me and how uplifting, encouraging, supportive. I could never put into words how much those meant to me. And I am slowly but surely trying to get back to all of them. It is a lot of comments, and so it's gonna take me a little while to get back to them, but I will get back to every single one of them because it just means that much to me. And the fact that a lot of you shared your stories in there, I just want to be able to respond, to all of them. And, I just can't express how much. I mean, a lot of them, I'm not gonna lie to you, made me emotional, and I cried while I read a lot of them, especially those of you who are going through the same situation, have been through the same situation, or those of you who have lost your significant other. I mean, it was very emotional, and I just appreciate you so much, and I want you to know that. The support is just, it's so overwhelming and moving. I don't have a lot of family. I also don't have a lot of friends because we're a military family. We move around a lot, so I don't have a big source of community and supportiveness. So the fact that you all left those comments and made me feel a little less alone in this whole process, I could never thank you enough for. Oh, what a hopeless case we could be. Moving on to my bathroom, we're gonna go ahead and get this place all cleaned up as well. And I think I'm gonna take a little break from talking since I feel like I've chatted your ear off through the first few minutes of this video. Baby, I've been waiting for a lifetime. Just keep on fading in all these photos, caught in the memories and captured in the highlights. Just keep on wasting. Glass after glass, I keep hoping you'll come around, drowning our fights in whatever can be found. 'Cause I've given in to all my demons lately. You know
I'm trying. Glass after glass, I keep hoping you'll come around. Drowning our fights in whatever can be found. 'Cause I've given in to all my demons lately. You know, might be easier just to let it go. Cut the cable short and the problem solved. Might be easier for you. I do it all night. You're my only lifeline. Talk to me, baby. I've been waiting for a life.
Before we move on and get the floors all cleaned in the bathroom, I'm gonna go ahead and start a load from the bathrooms. I've mentioned this before in other videos, but if you're new here, I typically try to minimize my laundry by doing things together. So I will go ahead and clean all of the bathrooms, towels, I don't know if that makes any sense, but I take all the towels from all of the bathrooms and do it all in one load. That way I'm not, doing it as I'm cleaning each bathroom and making, we have 3 bathrooms in this house. I'm not trying to do 3 separate loads of towels. That just makes, so much more work for myself. And thankfully I have a big enough washing machine that can fit it all in there. So I just go ahead and grab it all from each of the bathrooms and do it in one load. Anytime you can minimize your loads of laundry, go ahead and minimize them just to make it easier on yourself. Don't make it harder on yourself.
Shooting me with words, but I won't let them bruise. Even though it hurts, I won't show it to you. 'Cause it will ricochet, I won't let it bite. I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright. Like a ricochet, it will come back to you. Let me tell you, no, because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing.
As always, there is a load in the dryer because I always leave the last load of laundry for the day that I'm doing in the dryer. So this was the last load the other day, and it was actually my miscellaneous laundry basket on top of the washer that I did. So it's a lot of like towels and blankets and hand towels and just random stuff that I collect throughout, a week or so. But we're gonna go ahead and fold those up before we get going on some more laundry.
Like a ricochet, like a ricochet, like a ricochet.
Moving on to my 2 younger boys' room, I was planning on doing all of the bed sheets on this day. I don't love doing the bedding. It's one of my least favorite loads of laundry to do, not because of doing the laundry itself, but just because of putting the beds back together. So I usually try to get it done in one day just so that, once again, minimizing it, because then if I don't do it in one day, that means, I'm gonna have to spend at least 2 to 3 days a week washing sheets and making beds, and I rather just get it done in one day so the rest of the week I don't have to worry about doing it.
Open, your words will keep bouncing away. And even if you try.
It's been a while since I've dusted anything in this room, so I figured I might as well go ahead and do it today. since we are in here and doing this, I might as well go ahead and just get everything cleaned off. I also kind of wanted to reorganize the stuff that was on the shelf too. I just wasn't loving how the decor was organized on it, so I figured get it all down, get it all dusted off, and then go ahead and reorganize it. I have another channel where I share vlogs and makeovers and motherhood and lifestyle content. I will have that link down below. If you're interested, you can go over there and subscribe on it. I shared a room makeover for this room on that channel when I did this room a year or so ago. It was one of the most popular videos on that channel, but I love how this room turned out. It will always be one of my favorite room makeovers. I still just, there isn't a thing I would change about it. I still absolutely love how it turned out, but I did want to let you know because I get a lot of compliments on this room and how it looks and, you know, the bedding and everything, and that video is always a go-to. It's got everything linked in that video and shows you how I did everything and all of that stuff. So if you're curious, go ahead over there and check it out. I will, if I remember, I will link that video down below as well to make it a little bit easier if you do want to watch it. But if you like that type of content too, be sure to subscribe to that channel. I will be doing a room makeover in my bedroom very soon. I'm just kind of gathering pieces. When my husband moved out, he took the TV stand in our bedroom. I never really loved it, so I, you know, kind of offered it up like, hey, why don't you take this? You liked it, and you know, I wanted to do something a little bit funner. So I've been looking for a piece to go there. And once I find that, I am going to do a room makeover in there, and I'm really excited because it's going to be a little different than what you're used to seeing from me, because I've always taken, obviously, him into consideration, and he likes more masculine and, you know, modern. So it's going to be fun to 100% do it how I want to do it.
Just one glass in, you're already on my mind. When it gets late, I always realize that I need you. Are you thinking about me tonight? It's no secret, all my friends already know. There's no reason to hold it back, I let it show. All my feelings, are you thinking about me tonight? Your hands around my waist, just let the music play. Like a drug, I am hooked on you. Sweeter than summer wine, baby, just hold me tight.
Before we move on to the next room, of course, we're gonna go ahead and switch some laundry. This is another way I try to keep the laundry like moving, flowing, going, and not getting overwhelmed with it, is to do loads of laundry in between cleaning other areas just to stay on top of it. You're already cleaning and moving anyways, might as well be doing laundry too. And another rule of thumb I have is as soon as it leaves the dryer, it gets folded, or like the bed gets made, or whatever have you. As soon as it leaves the dryer, it gets put away, it gets folded, it gets, you know, done with. It never goes into a basket and stays in a basket. I mean, not never. Sometimes life gets crazy and that happens, but for the most part, I try to get it done as soon as it leaves the dryer, like force myself into that habit so that things aren't getting wrinkly and so that things aren't piling up, because if you just like allow yourself to do that, it's going to pile up. Over time, it's going to pile up. It's going to get overwhelming. And so I try to avoid getting to that point. So once it comes out of the dryer, that's it. It gets folded, it gets put away, and we're done with it. That's another reason why I also leave things sitting in the dryer for, you know, until I need the dryer again, because like I said, once it comes out of the dryer, it gets folded and put away. So if I'm not in the mood that night to do it, and that's my last load of laundry, well then it stays in the dryer until I need the dryer again. That's okay, but it can go on de-wrinkle and, you know, be fluffed up or whatever and then put away. But we're moving on to the boys' bathroom now. Gonna go ahead and get this area all cleaned up now. And this is one of the most satisfying feelings, because once I'm done cleaning the boys' bathroom and I finish cleaning my bathroom, all the bathrooms upstairs are clean, and it's just so satisfying when you get the whole floor cleaned, you know what I mean? Like one whole, like your whole downstairs or your whole upstairs, like it's spotless. It's super satisfying to me. You'll have to let me know if you're the same way.
Loving me was all you tried when you were around. I've been told too many times now. Yeah, loving me was all you tried when you were around. I've been told too many times now. But somewhere I'll go and hide, looking for a new start. Yeah, somewhere I'll go and hide, looking for a new start, for a new start. Trapped, don't wanna be down, don't wanna be stuck in this town. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down, looking for a new start. Looking for a new start. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down, looking for a new start. Can't you see that I just need to be by myself? I have told you many times now. Yeah, can't you see that I just need to be by myself? I have told you many times now. But somewhere I'll go and hide, looking for a new start. Yeah, somewhere I'll go and hide, looking for a new start, for a new start. Trapped, don't wanna be down, don't wanna be stuck in this town. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down, looking for a new start. Looking for a new start. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down, looking for a new start.
It's been a while since I've dusted off these shelves as well, so we're gonna go ahead and dust them off. Since we're dusting other things today, might as well get it all done, right? I love these shelves. This was my first time doing like a light tone stain and like a light wood, and I love it. I love it. So I think I'm gonna do the same like color tone for the shelves in my bathroom when I do the shelves in my bathroom, but I just love how it turned out.
inside. I miss you, miss you. Take you off, I came in way too strong. Cannot keep it low key. Got me drugged, your pheromones hit the roof. Bottle your taste. It's really a bad reception out there. Where you heading? Why ain't gravity pulling you in closer to me? I've lost you, but I need you, and you're off my radar now. I've lost you.
And of course, we are going to finish up the bathroom with a really good steam clean. There really is no better sanitation than using the steam mop in the bathroom, especially if you have boys. We got 3 boys that use this bathroom. It gets dirty and disgusting really fast. I know it's all kids in general, but you know, boys, they splash pee everywhere, I swear. So we're gonna go ahead and get this area all cleaned up and sanitized.
Oh God, have I lost it? But my cravings for you so shameless, can't get enough. I've lost you, but I need you.
It really is a catch-22 when it comes to bedding and everything, because I love a made bed. I love it. I make my beds. I make our beds almost every day just because I love the aesthetic of it. It makes me feel like my day's more put together. It makes me feel more ready for my day. I love it. But I hate actually having to make the beds, like after washing the sheets and everything. It's my least favorite thing to do, but it is so satisfying when it's done. So it's always worth it just to get it done, but at the same time, it sucks doing it.
But I need you, and you're off my radar now. I've lost you, yeah, I lost you. Telling you that I need you, but you're off my radar now. I've lost you, I've lost you. I keep on looking for you.
For those who are new, who may not know, I use pool noodles for the edges of the bed for my 4-year-old so he doesn't fall off the bed. I came across this on Pinterest one day and I just thought it was a brilliant idea, because then you don't have like the bulky ones. They're still kind of hidden. Of course, obviously they make it look a little funny, but they're not like in your face, like killing the aesthetic. You know what I mean? So, and he's never fallen out of the bed with those in there. So they work just as good, because dude will fall out of the bed without them in there. I actually tried that one night because I was like, you know, maybe they don't do as much as I thought, or maybe he's ready to not have anything. No. He fell out of the bed.
Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let go. A gentle breeze, the night's got a fever, to the moon and back, playing loud in the speakers. You and me, can I marry you right away? Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay.
I actually took down the boys' shower curtain, fabric shower curtain liner. That's what it's called. I took down their liner and washed it today as well. I try to stay on top of washing those because they will get nasty really fast if I don't. So I went ahead and threw that in the wash today too.
Listen to the midnight radio.
Now I'm going to reorganize this room a little bit. I used to have my desk in this room as well. It was a very congested room. I had my desk in here, so we moved the desk downstairs into the guest room, which is no longer the guest room. And I had to pull everything out of that closet because Chris had taken the kids' toddlers' beds with him to his new place. So I had to take everything out so that he could get to them. And I just hadn't put everything back. I hadn't reorganized this room since I took the desk downstairs. So we're gonna work on that, get this room organized again. I also want to make some more space to start working out in here again. I can't really work out too much because I have a head issue. I did a whole video on my vlogging channel about it if you're curious, but I can't like basically have like my, you know, like heart rate go too much, otherwise it really hurts my head. So, but I want to start doing some more like maybe like yoga, Pilates type of like relaxing workouts, if that makes sense.
I got so much to say, never thought it would end this way. I've had so many.
Moving on to the playroom, we're gonna go ahead and get this room all organized. As you can tell, my oldest is playing video games. I was actually cleaning on a Friday night. I only let my kids play video games on the weekends. We try to keep it to a minimum. On the weeks, they don't get to play at all because I find that when my kids are allowed to play video games during the week, for one, I think it's just overload. It's too much. And for two, it kind of consumes their thoughts. Like everything they do, they get off school, it's the first thing they ask for. They, you know, do something, you know, get their homework done or do something like, which is deemed as rewardable, you know, it's the first thing they ask for. Whereas if there's no video games during the week, then they don't even, like it's out of sight, out of mind type of thing. Of course, my oldest understands this concept fully, although he was younger when I started making this rule. And for those who might think that, you know, oh, your younger kids are too young to play video games, we keep it to a minimum and we do age-appropriate video games. But when you have a teenager who plays video games and they look up to their older brother, it's very hard to keep them from, you know, wanting to do the things that their older brother does. And of course, they play different styles of games, or sometimes they'll play together and play like Mario. But my younger kids do play only on the weekends, only a small amount of time, and it's all age appropriate stuff. It's a good reward system for them, I guess. But you'll see my oldest kind of pop in and out in this video.
Leave us for the best or you would break. That is why you left without a text. I missed you, babe. Forgive everything that we said when we were drunk. It doesn't matter 'cause it all came Can't be too late. Been missing everything that we had. I miss you, babe. I miss you, babe.
I've really been wanting to come up with a method to get a lot of these toys like off the floor and like out of a visual space, you know, kind of like hidden. So I have some ideas up my sleeve. As you saw, there was some cabinets in the gym room and I have some ideas. So that will be in the near future. I'm really excited about bringing some things to life that I've been thinking about for so long and just getting all of this stuff like off the floor and out of eyesight. And I think it'll be a lot easier to keep clean too, to give the kids a spot to kind of like toss their stuff in. Gonna get this stand all dusted off before we go ahead and finish up with vacuuming this room. All right, friends, here are some after shots. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got a bunch of cleaning motivation from this. If you could please give this video a thumbs up, that really helps my channel. If you're new, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all the motivational cleaning content I put out. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye.
Spending time reminiscing of what it used to be.